Hey, how's it going? And today I'm doing a tutorial on the Slate brush and what I'm just calling the render target material on the UMG or the Unreal Motion Graphics. I kind of know the steps that I want to take. This is the first time through, so if I stumble a little bit, I appreciate your forgiveness. I'm doing this because I really couldn't find a tutorial about this, of how to get a render target onto the widget blueprint. And so I figured I'd just go ahead and research it and do it myself. The Slate brush, you see this come up a lot with the Unreal Motion Graphics. To be honest with you, I haven't dealt that much with it, so I decided I'd get a time as any to dive into it. So anyway, to create a Slate brush, which is really just a collection of data assets, we're going to right click and we'll go to user interface, and there it is right there, Slate brush. And you see it kind of has the image of the widget right there. We'll just leave it called new Slate brush asset. It's an asset. And we'll double click into it, and you'll see there's all these things here. It's looking for, let me go ahead and dock this up top. There's a variety of materials and assets, textures you can put on here, and if it's a Slate brush, it can be brought into the widget blueprint. So the question is just, well, how? What if I wanted to do a render target? Could I get that in there? The answer is yes. This is pretty self-explanatory here. This is just a data asset, and we even have a preview window here that I can expand, and we can size this any size that we want. Think of it as an asset that we can bring in. It could be a material, it could be a 2D texture, and now we want to create a render target material. And so to do that, that's pretty straightforward too. We're just going to right click, it's under textures, and it's called render target. And it says what it is. It's a 2D render target texture resource. And all we have to do is click on that, and we'll just call that new texture render. And now that we've created this, we can actually create a material, and that's what we're going to use, is the material. We're going to right click and go to material and create a material, and we'll just leave that called new material too. Now I'm just going to double click in here. There's only a couple things. We'll be back here, but there's just, all we have to do is hold down T and click and get a texture sample and put the RGB into the base color. And it's upset because it's looking for something to be in there. And we're going to put in our new render our new render right here. We're just going to pop that in there. Now there's nothing to see right now because we're not rendering anything. Now what we're going to do, and this is pretty straightforward too, we're just going to go ahead and right click and create a blueprint here, a blueprint class. I am going to call this BP camera. Double click into it, and we're going to go add scene capture component right here. Just this camera is all we need. And all we need to do with this is tie this to our render target that we just created. So if I select this here, you'll see I have an option for the render target. So here I'll just say new render target. It's right on top. And we'll go compile and save. And then all I have to do now is whatever I want to render in the scene, I just drag this into the scene. I'll see my camera. I don't see what it sees yet, but it's there. If I come in F, there's my camera. Let's say I want to, well, I kind of do see it over here. You see it right there in the little thumbnail. You'll see what it's seeing. Then what we're going to do is we're just going to create something for this to project on. And I think this might be where people get slipped up on a little bit, is we're going to right click and get a blueprint class, and we go to actor. Now that we have this material, we can put this material on anything. So I'm just doing it this way, I'm leaving it called new blueprint. Here I'm just going to go get a plane, and then we'll just rotate this. And all this stuff can be resized and stuff like that. I'm just going to turn this 90 degrees, and we'll turn it around in the scene because we can only see it from one side. And all I have to do is pair it to that new material. So go to new material, and you can see it right there. And then if I just compile and save this and drag this into the scene, this new blueprint, it's right there. Let me double click. We come over here, we see it projecting on there. So this would be great for, if you wanted to do like multiple live view scenes. But isn't that pretty cool how fast we created that? So basically whatever this camera is looking at, we can project onto any material and bring it in as so this could be good if you wanted multiple camera views of something, living images. Now it's low resolution. To fix that, we can actually just go into the render target here and bump this up here to like 2048 or something like that. 2040. Oops. It should be powers of 2. So 2048 and 2048. Just like that. And we can save that. When I come back in there, it should be a little bit better resolution. And we can size that up. So that, and there you can see me going in my character going back and forth in front of the camera. So that's super cool. But what I wanted to show you was, now that we have this slate brush, how can we put this on a user widget? So that's what this is really all about. That's a big part of this. But look how easy that was to do. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to right click and create a user widget. Come here to the user interface, widget blueprint, user widget, and we're going to double click into this. And I'm going to grab a canvas panel here and drag it onto the scene. And I'm going to make this 1920 by 1080. And then I'm just going to get a image here and drag that onto the scene like that, an image. And what I can do with the image selected is come over here and make it full screen and zero these out here. You have to zero out everything to make it full screen. And you'll see that we have over here is our brush. So now if I click here on bind, create binding, we can create a brush, but we're going to have a problem. So let's go back to our slate brush here. And look what happens if I bring that material in, that new material that has our render on it here. See, it says this, change the domain. Don't click that. Just go into it won't fix it. Go into new material. That's the catch. It doesn't fix it. You'd think it would, but it doesn't. We got to click over here on the new material here. And on the domain, change it from surface to user interface. That's what we have to do. And see how it disconnected and we have a new node here? So now we just have to plug this in here. And we got to set everything back up again here. Because it's disconnected everything because we changed our domain. So let me see. I'm still getting an error. Hold on. Let me just get a new texture sample for that. T. And let's hook up our new render target. Should do it. New render target. That one. And then let me put this in here. So we have to redo everything. I guess there's some bad connections in there. But now if you look, you'll see we've got our texture. So now if I go back to the slate brush here, you'll see if I pull down here, there it is. Now that's pretty small. So we could change this to, can I just do 1920 by 1080? It might be a little, the aspect ratio might be a little off that way. I see how the orientation is here. Oh, it's not too bad. So you can play around with all those values. But let's go back into the widget blueprint now. And what we need to do here is if I come to variables, I can search for, I'm going to call this my brush. And we're going to search for the data type is going to be slate brush asset. This right here. That's what we need. We don't even need this reference. We can actually just go make brush from asset right here. And then just select our new slate brush. There's only one. And then just pop that in here. And if we compile and save, and if we go into the designer view, let's see, why isn't it not working? Let's remove it. Let's see, we should be able to see it. Make brush from asset. Get brush. Compile, save. Get brush. I don't see it. Let's try it a different way. Let's try it this way. Let's get the image here and try set brush. See if this works. So let's try it this way and see if it works this way. We'll plug it in here. Oh, you know what it is, I bet? We can't see it in here on the... That's what it is. We can't see it in real time. We have to create the widget. I bet that's what it is. So let's come into Open Level Blueprint and go on Event Begin. Event Begin. I bet that's what it is. Because I didn't put it to a construction script. So I'll go Create Widget and put it to New and just add it to Viewport. And I'll bet you we can see it. I'll bet you. Let's see. Add to Viewport. I could be wrong, but... Compile, save. There it is. That's the image. So I guess to see it in here, it was hooked up. I guess to see it, what we have to do is, because look, if I don't really have any way. This is taking up the whole screen. But see, that's what we're looking at. So like if I turn the camera here, like let's turn it this way, and now I go play, you see, look, it's projecting onto our widget. Cool, huh? So anyway, sorry for the misstep. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. There's a lot to it, but it's interesting how simple it is, but yet how little there is about how to do this out there. So anyway, I hope you appreciate it. I hope you consider subscribing. Take care, and I'll talk to you next time. Real super quick before I go, I just wanted to let you know that on here, this way worked. This way did work. It's just that we couldn't see it. We'd have to hook it up to the event construct to be able to see it in the game, but this way works. So like if I hook it up this way like I did originally, we don't even need a variable, and I hit map play, that's it right there. So anyway, that's all I wanted to follow up with. Take care, and I'll talk to you next time.